So if you think you can trust police officers, I'd like to introduce you to Fort Collins police officer Jason Hofferman. And you see a headline such as a police officer getting in trouble because they turned their body camera off for just 30 minutes wouldn't normally be a headline, but in the case of Jason Hofferman, the reason why it was a headline is because there have been at least 17 exonerations involving Jason Hofferman, with 10 in particular involving Jason Hofferman directly lying and falsely arresting people for DUI charges that would later on be dropped because those people were either not impaired or it appeared that this guy wanted to fulfill a quota, allegedly.
But now we've learned there was another case where the same officer arrested someone for DUI, but the suspect blew zeros in the breathalyzer. And now we've learned the internal affairs investigation against Officer Hofferman began just days after we made our first public records request, even though the department had been aware of questionable DUIs for months.
How do you do that?
Oh, that's your tax dollars at work.
And the Fort Collins Police Department learned about a series of traffic stops involving Jason Hofferman that turned out to be less than stellar.
Well, that's putting it mildly.
In fact, there was one case involving a young lady who was 20 years old then, whose name was Carly Zimmerman, who was arrested by Jason Hofferman in March of this year. And if someone were to look at the video footage, it will become very clear that this young lady was not intoxicated and her eyes were just blurry because she was crying because of a breakup. And for some reason, this officer clearly lied when he claimed that this woman appeared intoxicated. And the way that you know this is that she is not the only person that this man has appeared to have lied on. In fact, back in 2021, there is a man named Harris Elias who was stopped by Officer Hofferman.
A 2-year history of questionable DUIs, 11 cases besides Matta where DUI charges did not stick, almost always because blood results showed no alcohol or drugs detected.
And the most telling part about this exchange is that this man automatically knew that he was going to get a false DUI arrest even though he was completely sober. And that suggests that this man has been falsely accused by this exact same officer on multiple occasions. And another thing that is pretty telling is when a judge such as the Larimer County Judge Sarah Beth Cure coming out and flat out saying that this officer's credibility is non-existent. And so this video shows you that there is Jason Hoffermans everywhere, and that is just like I've been saying this whole time. We have been giving too much trust to these police officers who simply don't deserve it.